When these people get desperate to try and keep me still, they start digging in the tooth of that clone. There's nothing wrong with my physical tooth, but they're applying pain on their end and it's manifesting over here. And they're just digging. And I told you before, when it comes to me and my physical energetic field, they can't do anything with it. They can't get anything to manifest. But that's part of them manipulating the clone of mine and opening up the energetic field so that something can get on. And I told you also, when these things get on you, their traits, their disease, their ailments, well, not all the time, depending on who you are. But some of their stuff just starts to manifest, like their bone structure. I feel their bone structure. The thing that's on me, the person that's on me has a messed up tailbone. He also has a weird foot structure. But it's not the thing that was on me in 2016 that had lumps in his head, where you can actually see the indents. And I'm just going to see how long this is going to go on. Because like I said, it's all about keeping me from moving. When I wake, I'm ready to go. And that's a problem for them. And the entire area is warm. Like fever temp warm. And it's running from here this entire area. When I apply fire, which is a form of spiritual warfare, that gets it off, that makes them stop, it makes them comply. It does not work now because they have disabled my pineal gland, which is associated with spiritual warfare. So that's a way for them to keep me from defending myself. So in turn, I have to do more things like this. More recording on space that I don't have. More videos. More writing, more journaling. When in the past, I would just wear their asses out quick, fast, and get it over with and make them comply. And like I said, I'm lucky that I have my makeup. They put stuff on people that people cannot combat, like paraplegics, people that can't walk. The thing that's on my uncle is a paraplegic, which is in part why, but you know also he's full-blown possessed. But that's why his imposter can't walk. He barely, walks really stiff and gets around very little. And the neurologists have been putting off his appointment for it's about 3 months shy of a year, because they know that I'm going to show up and make them affirm that he's possessed and that what's on him does not belong to him. Now, for the pain that I'm experiencing, it's one of those cases where sage will actually come in handy. Because it's a spirit overlay. And it can't manifest as me. It can't change the nature of my spirit. It can't do anything with divinity. It can't do anything with divinity. There's times where I feel them trying to click. Like, it's weird because you'll see people that are possessed do the thing where they roll their eyes. It's them switching. They're manually switching these people out. They switch whoever's there and someone else shows up. And it takes place at the rolling of the eyes. I feel them attempting to do that. So, and when they do it, they're not even, they already know it'll fail. They already know it's impossible. But they do it to show others. When new agents from other agencies show up, they have to show them what they can and cannot do with me. And in the video that I made on demons and how they're affecting our lives, at the very end of it, you'll see me applying spiritual warfare. As you can tell, it's not being applied in the same way. It does not look the same. You can tell it's been reduced. I imagine it being something like an amplifier where they turn it down, because sometimes they amplify the feelings of associated with emotions. So for like anger, they'll administer something. It has to be a stimuli. But for raw emotions, like my emotions, because I'm an empath, it's almost like they're tweaking it on a soundboard of some sort. And right now, there's so many conversations going on, but the guy, he's going off. He's yelling to another observer, someone he knows about, the issues that he's having with me. He's going off about that. But then you have a female doing a completely different recording. She's still recording, and the recording is for her imposter, for her group of imposters. And she's yelling, "We're going to have this bitch in an insane asylum." Something she knows that's impossible. But this is what she's telling them to comfort them, those that are here in the area that see me. That's for their comfort. And also for the protection of those surveillancing, because they couldn't dare have these people start supporting anything that I do. So the more that they mislead them, the more inactive they'll be. And stuff like that results in police departments not paying any attention to what's going on. When they switch these imposters out, the new person shows up only under the impression that they've given them. So they don't even go and look into what took place. That's why no one has moved on any of my complaints. Another just lost his mind because he goes, "I'm making people realize what's taking place in Akron." But it's not just Akron that this is taking place. It's all over. And I told you I know people everywhere. They attacked everyone I know. So this is taking place in Baltimore, in Georgia, in New York, in Arizona. There's only 14 states that I haven't been to or don't know people in out of the 50. This is going on all over, and it was going on before they started really laying in on their attacks with me. Like I said, in the beginning, they place obstacles in the way in an unforeseen manner. Good morning. But oh Jesus, where did I leave off? Give me one sec. Okay, I really can't recall where I left off at, and they're jamming my thought, so they won't even get off, so that I can pick up where I left off. But another thing is, I know different ways to heal. Magnetic pull is ideal because that means that I'm using my raw energy, I'm using myself, I'm using my makeup. Now, they want me to heal what's on me. They want me to heal the thing that's on me. And how I would normally heal this is by packing baking soda in the area, which makes the area more alkaline, and it gives it more oxygen. And the more oxygen that there is in a infected area, which is what it is on this person, the more oxygen keeps the more oxygen that there is, the less disease and ailment is able to exist. That's not how I wanted to say that, but I think you get what I'm saying. The more alkaline your body is, disease and ailment can't exist. The more oxygen that's available, disease and ailment can't exist. So what it does is it causes immediate relief. I don't use any medicine. I don't take anything. I don't take anything. And I never get sick. And when I do, like say my common cold is over in 2-3 days. But this past winter, they got mad about me in common conversation with the ladies at the shelter, discussing everyone catching colds and me telling them, like I never get sick. They worked overtime. They they whipped up all types of malignant cells and stuff to get my immune system to a point where it could contract and would contract a cough or cold. It got to a point where I could feel them like pushing a cough. So they were making me cough when I didn't need to. Which is just a cough that's not my own. And that it was so disturbing, like observing and hearing this take place, because I could witness it on others, but that's not something that you can easily explain to people. I'm watching people have coughs, colds, and ailments that are not their own. But something that I could not deny or get away from was that they were clearly possessed. They even messed up the people that they put in these bodies. They don't care. They don't care. So yeah, it's not about me. They're putting me in pain so that I'll relieve this thing. And I'm rejecting the idea because I can get them to comply and leave it and me alone. One of them asked me the other day, how are you going to explain to people when they start asking you how you made it through this? I fought even when I couldn't fight. I fought even when I couldn't fight. So spiritual warfare is the way that I normally fight. This stuff is just like the Matrix. Everybody's plugged in. And they got to a point where they had to protect themselves from me because I was wearing them out that back. I just remember one of the guys would lose his mind because he would say, man, that's your wife. Like, she's on the verge of killing your wife. Like, we got to do something about this. And same with him. How he gonna help her and he couldn't help himself? And the others didn't stand a chance. But the main reason I would lay in on those two specifically is because that's who it started with. They're the primary two, and they're calling these other people in from other agencies. So when the times that I have 8 to 18 people watching me, it's all because of them. They're trying to get them to help with their problem. I'm the problem. So these people show up and they start doing stuff to me for no reason. They work collectively to inconvenience me.